Hello, my name's Kirk Miller, and I'm going to give kind of a brief introduction into how you should do a bow hold. I'm going to start with the Franco-Belgian bow hold. It's a French bow hold. It's very effective, nice way to start. There's also a Russian style bow hold. I'll talk a little bit about both. I suggest starting with the Franco-Belgian bow hold because it's easier to change to other ones if you want to. It's also one of the most widely accepted. So a lot of times with younger students, when they are first starting off, it's easier if you start with the bow upside down. So you put the thumb here and just let this hand kind of rotate up. And you'll notice that once it's in the right place, it'll be nice and balanced. These other two fingers just kind of fall down, and then the pinky comes down. So on the tip. So you want this to be bent. This sometimes covers the eye of the frog. Different size hands are going to be different. The main thing that you want is the balance between the thumb and this first finger. Both of those are very valuable. And once you have that distance, the rest of the fingers are more just there kind of for support. The pinky is very important to have it bent. So then, of course, when they turn it over, they have a bow hold kind of like this. Now, granted, it's a little easier to do upside down. If you're trying to get your bow hold set this way, it can be a little harder because all the weight is on our pinky because, of course, all the leverage is near the tip. So if we do a more advanced bow hold, which is where the thumb goes on the inside, typically just right near there, near the frog, and you can see that as far as that goes, same thing. You're going to find a balancing point between the thumb and the first finger. These two just come down and relax. Pinky's up. This first finger can kind of adjust as well once you're doing this. Now, that's going to be, it's nice and easy to set up. Our first finger is nice and strong. Then when we turn it around, we can see we have a nice relaxed, and this is a French Franco-Belgian style bow hold, where especially if we're going to be playing, we kind of can lean in a little bit. The height of the elbow is important for leverage. We'll talk about that at a different time. But as we go through this, you can kind of see, I'll do this a couple more times. So one, put the thumb down. The thumb's going to be bent. So we want the thumb bent, first finger comes up, you find a nice balancing point so your hand feels secure. Then these two fingers come over and just kind of relax. Again, different size hands are going to have different placements. We want a couple key things. The thumb is very important. The bent pinky, very important. The thumb also is bent. Then when we turn it around, we have a nice bow hold, and I'll show it to you from a couple different angles so you can kind of see. So this, again, typically is a little easier, and when it's resting on, say, a violin. And you can see this should look very relaxed. This bow hold is very advantageous, especially for the wrist, for movement, to keep it nice and fluid. The other bow hold that I was talking about is the Russian style, which the main difference is instead of holding it on this joint, it kind of rotates over and you're playing a little closer to here. So you get more of a feeling of a look like this. Both bow holds are very, very effective, and it depends on which one you like. I typically always suggest, actually I would just always suggest to start with the Franco-Belgian bow hold. It's a much more efficient one at the beginning, and if you rotate into a Russian style, that's great. So that's an introduction into the bow hold. If you have any questions or you want me to do a follow-up video, certainly let me know. Thanks so much. Have a great day.